After a disastrous first date, this family welcomes quintuplets into the world. Love can be a very strange thing, and there are many hilarious stories about how two people got together through thick and thin. But what makes their love story so interesting is the fact that what should have been a smooth sailing journey quickly flew off track and ended up with an incredibly unconventional and quirky ride the whole way. Adam, 21 years old at the time, and Danielle, 20, both found themselves working at the same local Target in 2003. Having a little crush in the workplace is always fun, especially when you're having the time of your life in college. And while the two might have exchanged a few smirks and hot and heavy glances over the next few months of working together, it looked like Adam was ready to take things from flirtatious glances to more engaging interactions, though his first words to her were "Hey, beautiful." As lovely as it is to be greeted with such a sweet compliment, did young and savvy Danielle actually fall for his sweet talk and charm? Danielle wrote on her blog, "It's a buzzy world." My thoughts at first were, "Oh wow, you never talked to me and now you're trying to hit on me? Real smooth." After Adam's first quirky and cute quip, he was slowly winning over the delightful Danielle's heart. As the days passed by, they seemed to be spending more time together at work, and they soon moved to the next level. Adam finally asked me out on a date. Wait, I mean begged me. LOL. Love my version of our story. I said yes, and it was his plan to pick me up after I got off work. Danielle explained. Part of me during my workday is thinking, what are we going to do? What am I going to wear, etc. However, while getting dolled up, she got an unexpected phone call. It turns out that the person on the other end of the phone was none other than Adam himself. And while she's stoked to get a phone call from him before their date, things seem to have taken a sharp turn within seconds. He basically goes on to tell me he decided to hang out with his boys. Did he just beg me to go out with him earlier and now is ditching me? At this point, I'm thinking, this guy. Who does he think he is? Ditching me? I'm done with him, Danielle expressed. Regardless of whether or not he had the first date jitters himself or not, something didn't seem to add up, and Danielle was far from impressed by that off-putting stunt. Still, Adam was determined to find his own way to tend to this fire and charm his way back into Danielle's heart when he suggested that they go on an actual first date again. She was ready to put that bad experience behind them and felt excited to try things out again. Adam decided to pick Danielle up from her place, just as he had planned the last time. Only this time, he would be the one finishing up his shift at Target before the evening began. He whisked Danielle away in his car, all the way back to his place so that he himself could get dolled up and ready for their dinner together. I didn't understand why he wanted to pick me up first, go to his house 20 minutes away to change, and then come back into the city to eat. Adam never tells me anything about what's going on, Danielle shared. It's safe to say that even though Adam can be quite the charmer, he might not be the most efficient person out there, or for that matter, the most communicative. But who knows, maybe he was just trying to surprise Danielle. Either way, Danielle decided to go with the flow and trusted him on his plans, only to get another unexpected surprise. First, Adam acted way too cool to talk to me, and it took you months to say a few words to me. Second, Adam ditched me on what was supposed to be our first date. Third, we finally are going on our first date, and Adam fails to tell me that we are going out with his family for his sister's birthday dinner, Danielle explained. That's right, it wasn't just any type of dinner, it was a family dinner to celebrate his sister's birthday. Can you believe it? Danielle was blown away by all the plot twists and turns that kept coming her way during their second attempt, and the fact that they were all going out to celebrate his sister's birthday, let alone meeting the family for the first time over a relative's birthday dinner, seemed like an incredibly odd way to spend their first date. Yet, Adam didn't seem fazed by these somehow comical turn of events. In fact, he seemed even more interested in Danielle than before, which led him to reveal his final surprise hidden up his sleeve. After an unexpected sharp left turn, Adam and Danielle's date night turned family birthday celebration seemed to be incredibly fun. And at the end of the night, the audacious Adam decided to ask Danielle one very special question. For some strange reason, this Adam guy asked me officially to be his girlfriend later that night. And wait for it, I actually said yes. Can you believe it? Danielle shared. The two began dating and were inseparable ever since. But Adam's knack for surprising Danielle didn't end there. It was the day after her birthday in 2005 when Adam started acting weird. Even though the two had been together for so long, there's no question that Adam's behavior sometimes kept Danielle on her toes. Not only was Adam acting so weird on one of the most special days of the year, but Danielle started to get fed up with it all. Why was he acting so nervous out of nowhere? What exactly was Adam up to now? Soon enough, she would find out that he was so nervous because he was about to get down on one knee and ask Danielle to marry him. Which, of course, she said yes to. How sweet. The date was set for the 24-year-old Adam and 23-year-old Danielle to tie the knot on July 22, 2006. And the two were ready to dive into life together as husband and wife. However, during this same time, the Lake Charles, Louisiana natives were going through some hardships as hurricanes were hitting the South that year. Unfortunately, in the mid and late 2000s, the natural disasters and chaos of the hurricanes stirred up life down in the South, including Adam and Danielle's. Our wedding was kept small, but boy oh boy was it a challenging one to plan. This was right after Hurricane Rita wiped out Lake Charles and pretty much every venue was damaged. But we were able to find a little chapel to get married in, Danielle shared with Country Living. Once July 22, 2006 came around, they exchanged their I do's and started their lives together as Mr. and Mrs. Busby. It's no secret that the young and love couple wanted kids, and they were eager to bring in some beautiful babies together into the world. But before they decided to add to their family, they felt the need to find their own home before welcoming any little Adams and Danielles into the picture. The couple moved over one state west to Houston, Texas, where they would find and build their forever home. Little did they know, though, that starting a family would be a whole new up-and-down adventure all on its own. The fact that both of them each had their own personal medical issues with infertility made the entire process tricky, as they longed to be parents more than anything. But that didn't mean that they were going to give up. We went over a year trying different drugs and IUI procedures with no luck. Not able to do IVF because we had depleted our savings after the many months of IUI procedures and fertility specialist visits. We completely laid it at God's feet and said that we would try one last time. They wrote on their official Facebook page. It looked like their prayers weren't just heard, but they were answered too. After 7 years of being together and 5 years of marriage, Adam and Danielle welcomed their first little Busby baby into the family on April 5, 2011. After 3 years raising their adorable toddler Blake, the Busby parents were ready to try out for another beautiful baby. However, unfortunately again, the loving couple ended up with the same issues that they had before getting pregnant in 2011. After trying again on our own for months, we knew that we would have to undergo the same round of procedures for baby number 2. Having most of the guesswork out of the way from the last time, our doctor started Danielle out on the same regimen that she was on when she got pregnant with Blake, Adam wrote. The couple was positive and eager about the procedure working, especially since they had successful results with baby Blake. The only thing is, this time around, Danielle wasn't the only one left surprised. After months and months of trying to have another baby, the couple was thrilled to know that the procedure was a success. Little did they know that the procedure was sort of like a medical miracle in disguise. Why is that exactly? Because Danielle wasn't just pregnant with one baby. Never would we have imagined the plan that God had for us in our journey to grow our little family. We were definitely in shock when we received the big surprise that we are pregnant with quintuplets. Yes, that means 5 babies, the couple wrote. Can you believe it? But just a few weeks after the pregnancy procedure took place, the couple would be surprised with even more incredible and shocking news that nobody saw coming. Not even the doctors themselves. It turns out that not only were Adam and Danielle meant to expect quintuplets, but once the gender of each baby was revealed, they learned that they were the first parents in the United States to have all-female quintuplets. Not only that, but 2 out of the 5 babies were identical twins, while the other 3 were fraternal triplets. But their team of doctors and the 2 expecting parents weren't the only ones who were excited about the news. Before the Busby parents knew it, their special story was spreading like wildfire all over the news and the world. But things weren't over yet. While a full-term pregnancy is about 40 weeks, after just 28 weeks of being pregnant, Danielle went into labor. Even though the babies were born prematurely, the 2 loving parents stayed strong and kept their hopes high. And all 5 babies, Ava Lane, Olivia Marie, Hazel Grace, Riley Page, and Parker Kate, were born on April 8, 2015. Shortly after the family settled down and found their place in their new, chaotically beautiful world, Adam and Danielle started their own blog, official website page on Facebook to follow, and a show with TLC titled Outdaughtered to keep the world up to date about their wildly rare experiences and inspiring love as a family.